The team is working hard. Unfortunately, business conditions are tough. Difficult decisions need to be made. Perhaps expenses need to be cut, or even payroll needs to be reduced. And invariably, these actions are accompanied by this old gem of a business phrase, well, you're just going to have to do more with less. Not a great choice of words, and there are better business options. Well, we're just going to have to do more with less is open to several unfortunate assumptions. That the team doesn't work hard enough the way it is, or that they have the capacity to be overworked, and that the status quo of everything else is the same. We just have to work harder. How about doing less with less and having greater impact? Here's the story. The company that I worked for a couple decades ago made the decision that a certain level of management was now overtime eligible. And, oh, by the way, there were no funds available for overtime. That decision impacted a large percentage of the team that I supported, and they were not happy. First of all, it kind of gave them the impression that they were not treated like the professionals that they were. But the greater concern was that most of them were working 45, 50, 55 hours a week, and they really did not know how they were going to get all of that work done in 40 hours. So again, you're just going to do more with less rears its ugly head. That, however, is not what we did as a team. Instead, we banded together and looked at the options that were available to us. And what we quickly latched on to was that there was a major opportunity for prioritization, and there was a major opportunity for greater efficiency by cleaning house. In other words, there were a lot of tasks that were being done that really did not have value to the current work. So each member gave themselves the task of looking at their workload and making decisions of what was necessary, what was a priority, and oh, by the way, what should just go away to make the work more efficient and the team more efficient. And I should point out here that it was a highly collaborative process among the team. It's like, do you still need this report? Oh, you don't. Okay. Is it okay if we get rid of it? And you know what? I don't use that report of yours anymore. Does anyone else use it? Okay, let's get rid of it. And do we really need this meeting and that meeting and this conference? How do we work together to create greater impact with less time in the office? They put their plans together, and by the time it rolled around that they were now overtime eligible, every person was working a 40-hour work week. Their impact was not diminished. If anything, they had greater impact because they were running more smoothly and with greater efficiency. So this team that was initially aghast at this decree all of a sudden found their professionalism because they worked together to decide what the priorities were, what should stay and what should go. And in addition to controlling their own destiny in that matter, they were working 40 hours a week instead of 45, 50, or 55. In other words, their professional and personal balance greatly improved. Lesson to be learned is that far, far too often we get stuck in the status quo. And the only solution that we can find for ourselves or for others is just work harder. But if resources have been reduced and there is tangibly less, it is only realistic that we can do less. If we prioritize, if we organizationally clean house, we can do less and still perhaps accomplish more. So, how about this? Let's do less with less, but let's have greater impact. If you like this, please share and subscribe and hit that like button. I offer individual coaching on career satisfaction, leadership development, and team performance. If you are interested, my contact is in the description. Thank you.